Hey guys, it's Melanie. So I have been promising to do this video for quite some time and it just kind of kept getting pushed back. But I wanted to share with you how I have been attempting to deal with or manage my sebaceous hyperplasia on my face. Sebaceous hyperplasia are basically just clogged oil ducts, and I'm guessing there are probably a good number of you out there who have this condition and might not really realize what it is that you have on your face. Basically, clogged oil ducts are just these kind of skin-colored bumps that they can kind of look like a pimple, but they're not a pimple. There is no way to pop them. There is no way to really get them off of your face in any fast manner at all. They're extremely stubborn, and there are some things that you can do with a dermatologist. I know that some dermatologists will freeze them with liquid nitrogen, kind of like a wart. There are some dermatologists who use the electrocautery, so they use a little like needle type device that they apply to the skin, and then they basically obliterate the clogged oil duct. It'll eventually scab over and then fall off. But the thing that I've sort of learned for the most part from these slightly more invasive procedures is that a lot of times the clogged oil duct will just come right back, which is incredibly frustrating because for being such a little kind of annoying problem on the skin, it can be extremely frustrating to actually get rid of these things on any kind of permanent basis. Now, what I'm going to be sharing with you guys today are the topical products that I use to help lessen the look of my clogged oil ducts. These have not eradicated them, but they have made them look significantly better. And there's one thing specifically that it's a product that I'm using that I'm not using in the way that it's directed. So I'll let you guys know what that product is, but I'm not advocating that you do this. I'm just telling you what I've tried and what my experience has been with these items. Most of these are fairly harmless, and on top of helping to keep the clogged oil ducts looking a lot flatter, there's just other general skincare benefits that I'm getting from a lot of these products. So it's not that they are just treating like the sebaceous hyperplasia. I'm using these products for, other anti-aging benefits as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the very first one that I ever tried, and it is the Paula's Choice BHA 9 from their Resist line. Obviously, this is a very small container, and this is a very high-priced product for the amount. However, you use very little of this. It does come with a really nice convenient pump, so the product is nice and fresh in here. I have been using this all over my face for several years now, and I first started using it to get rid of the blackheads that I had, and it worked swimmingly for that. Like I don't really deal with blackheads at all anymore. That's not an issue that I have since using this. I now just use it for maintenance for that. However, I have also specifically applied it, twice a day for, a few weeks on the sebaceous hyperplasia to test if it helps to sort of shrink them or flatten them out. And I do find that this particular product does help with that. It's probably not the most efficient product that I've used, but it works really well, and there's no irritation from this. This is kind of in an oily formula that really isn't ideal for daytime use. You shouldn't really be using this during the day, but I will just use the tiniest amount sometimes, specifically on the little dots, and let it sink into my skin before I apply any of my other makeup or anything else. So this definitely works. This is a product that works. It is a more expensive option, and if you've never tried it, I can highly recommend it just from personal experience. I will link all this stuff down below, but definitely this is worth a try. Another product that I have been using is the Lytic. This is also said to be really good for helping to treat sebaceous hyperplasia. Again, it's not going to eradicate it completely. I really, as far as I know and the research that I've done, I have not found any treatment that gets rid of them permanently. Even the electrocautery, people have said that they come back. So just keep that in mind before you start going down that route, because that can get expensive. So the Epion's Lytic Sport TX is something that was recommended to me by a, she wasn't a dermatologist, she was an esthetician. I had gone to see her about potentially doing the electrocautery. She offered that service and some other lasers. And she was like, honestly, before you go the laser route, I would really recommend trying this. I've had some success with clients saying that the bumps get much flatter and, you know, as a result, they don't feel like they need to do the lasers or the electrocautery. So I will say this is a really good product just in general if you tend to be kind of breakout prone or you have oilier skin. The Lytic line from Epion's is fantastic, and this is definitely a product that I do notice a benefit from with the sebaceous hyperplasia. It does help to keep them sort of flat, and that's all that I can ask for. So I will continue to use this in the future as well. This is something that I can use day and night if I want to, but I typically reserve it mostly for nighttime use. It is a really nice just kind of lotion consistency. And I do like that it has this little spout here. I feel like I'm not, you know, dipping my hands in anything. It's a lot more sanitary. So I really do like this product a lot. One thing that has been very helpful just overall that I've noticed that makes a difference over the long term is using retinols. I have two here. I have the Paula's Choice Resist 1% Retinol Booster. I can put this in with this retexturizing lotion if I want to. I can put this in with my any of my night creams or anything like that. It is just meant to be a booster, and it turns any cream you have into a retinol cream. I also sometimes just use this all by itself. I really like this product. I'm also using the Bamboo Firming Fluid, which is a natural retinol alternative from Eminence. This one hasn't been the most effective probably, but I do think it still kind of helps to maintain the results from some of these other products. And let me tell you, when I stop using this stuff, I do notice that the bumps tend to grow in size. So this is a constant battle. I am constantly applying this stuff to keep them a lot flatter on my face. And when I stop using this stuff, they continue to grow. So that's how I know this stuff is at least keeping things on a more even level for me. So, and retinol just in general is a great anti-aging product. The last time that I went to the dermatologist for my mole check, she did say that tretinoin cream, if I wanted it, that would be a really great way to also treat the sebaceous hyperplasia. I haven't gotten to that point yet where I'm ready to commit to that because I am still getting good results from over-the-counter retinols. So, but I'm not writing off the tretinoin cream at all. So, but anyway, these have definitely been useful in keeping things pretty even, I would say. I purchased this product on the recommendation of a YouTuber. I saw her talking about it on her channel, and it is the Redness Blemish Control from, I think it's PEL Basics. And I ordered this off of, I want to say it was Amazon. This is an interesting product. This is actually a sulfur-based product, and I use this just on the little dots. And when I use it on the dots for like several weeks at a time, I notice that they shrink pretty significantly. The only thing that I struggle with this particular product, you can see it's kind of a heavy cream. I've used this for a number of months. Like I've had this for a very long time, but I only take a Q-tip and take like the tiniest little bit and dot it on the specific dots. I don't rub this all over my face. Reason being is that because it is a sulfur-based product, it smells like sulfur. And my husband hates the smell of this. When I come to bed with this, he just is like so grossed out because it smells like burnt rotten eggs. I mean, I can't think of a better way to explain it. It doesn't smell good. It has a weird medicinal rotten egg type scent to it. But it definitely works, and it does help to keep things flat. I just have to be careful when I use this and make sure that, you know, I kind of stay on my side of the bed when I'm wearing this. It's pretty stinky. It is something that I can put on my skin over the day, throughout the day, but I can smell it, and so I feel like other people can probably smell it on my skin. It's a pretty strong scent. You gotta have a tough stomach for this one, but it does work. And the last thing that I'm gonna share with you guys is the one thing that I really don't want you to walk away from this video thinking like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Research this a little bit. Since I have such good luck with salicylic acid, I thought it might be a good idea to order a stronger, higher percentage of salicylic acid. So I purchased this off of Amazon. This is from Skin Laboratory, and this is salicylic 20 gel peel. This is supposed to be a low irritation salicylic acid. You are actually meant to use this as a peel on your entire face. I've never used it at that. Once again, what I do is I take a Q-tip and I dip a clean Q-tip in here, and then I just apply it specifically to the spots. Now, because this is a peel, you're supposed to rinse this off after a certain amount of time. I don't rinse it off. I leave it on the spots, and what it does is it really does dry out the clogged oil duct. The only thing is that I can only use this a couple times a week because it will dry the skin out significantly, and it does peel. But you will find that as you're peeling those layers away, as they're coming up and off of your skin, you do find that the sebaceous hyperplasia has definitely reduced in size, and pretty significantly. This has probably given me the most significant results, but it's also the harshest to use, and I am using it against the advised instructions on here. So this was just an experiment that I decided to try on my own. After doing this for a few weeks, you know, where I'm doing it a couple times a week, I do give my skin a break, and I use really good hydrators and oils to sort of counteract the dryness that can happen just in those little spots where I'm treating the sebaceous hyperplasia. I am most impressed with how much smaller this one right here has gotten on my face. I am also impressed with how small this guy, and this guy have gotten. Those are sort of my like 5 biggest sebaceous hyperplasia. And I haven't noticed a ton of new ones popping up. I would say this one right here is probably my newest, but it's very small, and I'm finding, once again, the more that I'm treating with the combination of all of these things, the smaller it gets and the less noticeable it is. But so far, nothing has caused them to entirely go away. So I just want to be honest about that. This is just about maintenance, making sure that I'm not getting more, making sure that I'm keeping the ones that I have as small as possible. If you are prone to these, they will continue to pop up your entire life. Usually they are caused by sun damage, and probably from my teenage years and my 20s from sitting in the tanning booth, I probably didn't do myself any favors. So please protect your skin every single day. For the last several years, I have worn an SPF of 30 at least every single day, especially if you are using a lot of these like harsher retinols or salicylic acid treatments. You need to protect your skin. I obviously love this Paula's Choice one. I'll link this one down below, but whatever SPF you want to put on your face, put it on your face and protect your skin. And the younger that you start with an SPF, honestly, the better. You're going to prevent stuff like this, hopefully, from popping up. But I kind of started skincare a little late in life, and so I am stuck sort of treating, the sins of my youth at this point. And I am really happy with the way that my skin looks. There's some things that annoy me about it, but for the most part, I'm finding that I have found some items here that help maintain things for me. Let me know if you have any products that you use specifically for your sebaceous hyperplasia. If you've been to a dermatologist, what has your dermatologist said? Because it definitely seems to vary from dermatologist to dermatologist. Like, there are some that don't do the electrocautery at all. There are some that rely only on the like tretinoin or, you know, like vitamin A treatments for the skin. Some just prefer lasers. I'd love to know if you have had any of this treated professionally and what the results have been. So leave that information down below in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, I'll link everything. Go read up about it, make your own decisions, see if any of this stuff is a good fit for you. And I will see you guys in my next video. Take care. Bye.